everybody, welcome to my channel, Universal Soul Vibrations. This is going to be the weekly messages for Earth signs for the week of May 20th to May 26th. Please remember that these are general messages and may not resonate with everyone. If you like the channel, please like, subscribe, and share. So let's see what Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Earth signs need to let go of, what they need to work on, and what the key is for them this week. I'm going to be using the Wisdom of the House of Night Oracle for these opening messages. So let's see what pops up for you guys. What does Earth signs need to let go of this week? Okay, so the card that came up for what you need to let go of is you need to let go of this sense of feeling like you always have to belong. You know, what I'm getting from this card is it's the belonging card came up. What I'm getting from this card is that, you know, there may be a sense with Earth signs that they always feel like they need to fit in. You know, that they need to belong to some type of, you know, group, culture, whatever it may be. But this week you're being asked to stand in your own self, in your own independence this week, and not attach yourself to, you know, any specific group or, you know, people in your life or things in your life. The next card is what we need to work on this week, and the card that came up is denial. So obviously working on denial, we don't want to be in denial, so I think you need to work on, you know, things that in your life that you may not be seeing the whole truth in, and you may be trying to convince yourself that it's one way, but it's really the other way. And it may, you know, definitely click in with this belonging card. You may feel that, you know, some people in your life, that's where you really belong, but in reality, you're not being true to yourself. So what you will be working on this week is being more true to yourself. The invisible card came up as the key to the week. And the invisible card talks about, these all definitely fit together. It talks about like not feeling like you fit in, that you're invisible. But this card, you know, wants to remind you that, you know, Spirit sees you, they know you, and they believe in you. And, you know, it's okay. It's okay if some people don't see you. I had to get that message clear. Not everybody needs to see you, okay, or be in alignment with you. This card is about more, you know, recognizing the people, recognizing yourself more fully, but also recognizing the people in your life that, you know, recognize you and believe in you and see you and know who you are. But it's also, you know, being invisible is also a way of protecting ourselves. And it could be protecting ourselves from something that we feel that we're harmed with. So if you feel that way, that there's something around you that, you know, may hurt you or, you know, just kind of not be right for you, it's okay to be the observer, because that way you can kind of observe what's going on without making yourself too vulnerable. And that way you can kind of watch what others are doing to see if they really are your people. So it looks like this week to me is about finding your group, you know, your soul tribe. And you may have some denial about who they really are. So this week it looks like you're going to be the seeker of who really belongs in your circle and who really doesn't. And you may have to pull yourself back from the people that you think is your circle in order to gain better insight. You know, make yourself a bit invisible just so you can kind of be the observer and kind of take in their energies and what's coming from them. So that's the messages about what to let go of, what you need to work on, and what's your key for the week, Earth signs. So we're going to take a look at each sign and see what's ahead for you guys for the week. We'll start with Taurus. So I'm going to pull one card from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck for the overall energy around you for the week, Taurus. And May 26th. This came out twice, so we're going to pull it, and it definitely fits with the cards that came out in the beginning. So the Soulmates card pops out for Taurus for this week as the overall energy. And, you know, this card certainly reaches out to the that was in the beginning. You know, my question to Tauruses would be with this Soulmates card popping up is, are you looking for who you belong with, or where you belong with the Soulmates card? You know, because when we think about soulmates, we talk about you know, relationships where with others where you're very in sync. They're very harmonious. They foster growth in you. So to me, it looks like this week, Taurus, you're going to be looking for those relationships in your life. And you know, I think an important thing about this card is that we need to make sure when we're looking for this soulmate type of companionship, relationship, whatever you want to refer to it as, make sure that it helps you grow and evolve into a better you. And that's what this type of relationship is supposed to do. It's supposed to challenge you to help you move into, you know, your true authentic who you are. So there may be some challenges along the way, but definitely looking to see where you belong this week, Taurus. So let's pull some cards. Okay, right off the bat with these first two cards coming out, we got the World card and the Page of Swords card. There are some cycles in your life that are coming to an end with some new ones that are beginning. The cycles that are coming to an end for you, because of the symbols in this card, you know, we got the eagle, the lion, the deer, the young boy. The cycles that are coming to an end are going to allow you to move forward into the new beginnings with a new wisdom, with courage, renewed courage. And, you know, you're going to kind of move forward looking at the new experience with the eyes of a child, you know, looking forward to it, looking forward to change, looking forward to the old cycles coming to an end and these new ones beginning. With the Page of Swords next to that, you know, there's definitely showing that there's action being, you know, action is occurring, there's action being taken to help you move out of the old cycles that need to end and to begin the new cycles. You also, in order to get out of the old cycle, you may have to be cutting some things out this week so that you can move into the new cycles with a fresh perspective. If we hang on to the old energy, from the cycles that are coming to an end. That's not going to help us any. So there definitely may be some cutting out this week of people, things, places. At the center, we've got the Nine of Cups. And, you know, the Nine of Cups, there's going to be definitely a sense of feeling of achievement this week. You know, that you really are moving on into a new place with a better perspective. And it looks to me like when I look at this card, she's got her 9 cups, but one is separated out. You're going to find that cup that fulfills you this week. That's what this week is about, is finding that cup that fulfills you. You know, that brings that abundance to your life. And, you know, it may just be yourself, because she is standing there alone. So, you know, definitely finding the belonging this week. The Magician is saying, you know, after you move out of the old cycle and move into the new one, you are going to have the ability to manifest what you want into your life. You know, the Magician says you've got all the tools and you're being divinely guided. You've got all the tools. It's time for you to use them and put them to use and bring into your life, you know, what you want in your life. And I think what's coming in with the Emperor, it's going to be a more stable, stronger foundation down the road. You know, the Emperor has to rule an entire empire. He has to be very strong and very stable. And as I said in the beginning with the World card, you're bringing all that wisdom, that knowledge, that strength, that courage that you gained from the cycle that is closing into this new one. So it's going to be, you know, it's going to allow you to stand in that Emperor's energy. It's going to bring more structure in the new cycle. It's going to bring more structure and order into your life. You know, Tauruses, we don't like chaos. So this is going to be a good place for you to be moving into. Let's just do some clarifying here. But, you know, the real sense I get with that Nine of Cups card at the center is you're looking at that one cup and you're saying, this is the one I want. You know, sorry about the noise. This is the one I want. This is where I want to be. This is who I want to be. You know, I feel like it's almost standing in your own individuality this week, Tauruses. Okay, so we got the Moon. We got the King of Cups. We got this whole bottom row. We got a lot of water energy in this bottom row. So we're looking at, you know, emotions this week. You know, it looks like you're being, and then we got the swords, you know, up in our head. So, but with the King of Swords, it definitely looks to me like you're going to be coming into clear thinking. But, you know, we got the Moon card clarifying the world and the Page of Swords. I almost think, you know, that with the Moon card being here, the Moon's card is normally about, you know, things not being fully illuminated, but I think with this card, it also can mean, you know, that things are coming to light. This card usually talks about secrets, not knowing everything. But with it being the clarifier for the world and the Page of Swords, I definitely think that this week some things are going to be illuminated for you. This also could be referring to, we just had the Scorpio full moon last night, so maybe the Scorpio full moon has been bringing some things in for you that's saying to you, you know, these cycles that I keep getting myself into aren't working for me, and it's time to find a new way. And that's what's being illuminated for you. And it's time for me that I have to start cutting some things out. And I need to start taking some action to cut some things out that just aren't working for me. With the Page of Swords and the Nine of Cups, we've got the King of Cups. You know, the King of Cups, he, the first thing I always get when I see the Queen of Cups is, you know, there's some healing to be done. But I think that you're going to be able to master that this week. You know, that's how I see the King of Cups. He definitely knows how to, you know, be that healer for himself, but those around him as well. And he also is, you know, he knows how to manage his emotions. So I kind of think this week is you're not going to really be using your emotions to figure out what this cup is that you want. You're going to have control over that. You're going to listen to your intuition. And, you know, all of that is going to provide some healing for you. With the Nine of Cups and the Magician, we've got the Chariot card. There's definitely movement forward, movement towards what you want to manifest in your life this week. You know, and you might be moving closer to your destiny. With the Magician and the Emperor, we've got the King of Swords. And that, to me, you know, is definitely bringing more clarity into your life. But, you know, the King of Swords, he's very good about turning his knowledge into action. So it's time for you to take all that wisdom that you gained in this current cycle and you know, put it into action to provide that more stable environment around you that you feel comfortable in, Taurus. Alrighty, next we will look at Virgo and see what's up for them this week. Alrighty, what is the overall energy for Virgo this week, the week of May 20th through 26th? The overall energy for Virgo this week, for the week of May 20th to the 26th. And we got the Blessed card. So this week, Virgo, it looks like some blessings are going to be coming in for you. That's wonderful. You know, the blessings card comes in, you know, to say that something good is coming your way and it's earned. It could be unexpected, but it's, you know, it's a gift from Spirit, because when blessings come in, you know, lots of times it's divine intervention. It's things that come into our life out of the blue that we really weren't expecting to happen. The only thing that I say about this is make sure that you remember to have gratitude for these blessings that are already in your life and that will be coming into your life this week, Virgo. All right, let's pull some cards for you guys. Messages for Virgo for the week of May 20th to the 26th. Strength card. We got lots of cards falling out for you guys. What are the messages for Virgo for the week of May 20th to May 26th? Two of Wands. Okay, so with the Strength card and the Two of Wands cards coming up, you know, there's some choice that you're going to have to make. There's, you know, we got two wands here. He's kind of standing there saying, okay, I'm not really sure which way to go. The cat even looks confused. I'm not quite sure which way I want to go. So you're kind of sitting there and you're kind of saying, which path should I take? I've got the world over here, and I don't know what's over here. So are you going to take the path that you, yep, you're conflicted. It's causing, whatever this is, it's causing a lot of anxiety for you. Sleepless nights. You're just not sure where you want to go. You're all caught up in your head. What are the messages for Virgo? Which isn't a surprise for Virgo because they tend to overanalyze everything. Yeah, there's a new beginning out there for you, Virgo, but you have to be willing to take the risk. You know, it's kind of what this card, the Fool coming out, is saying to me with the Two of Wands is, you know, it looks like it's directing you to take that unknown path. Because lots of times when we take the unknowing path, there's a lot of nice surprises along the way that we never thought would be there. Those blessings, you know, you got the blessed card. The Fool takes risks. He takes that leap of faith, you know. And we got the three of Swords next. So I think you're just kind of in overanalyzation here. You know, the Three of Swords is about loss, a broken heart. I think you're afraid if you pick that path of the unknown, it's going to bring you to a place that's, you know, you're afraid of that unknown. You're afraid it's going to bring you to that place of, you know, some type of loss is going to occur because you're just afraid that it's you don't like the unknown. You want to know what's going on. You want to know the plan. And if you don't know the plan, you think it's going to lead to something that's going to not, you know, not work. With the Strength card here, you know, the Strength card, I watched a video that really kind of summed up the whole Strength card to me. You know, we can't find the strength within ourselves unless we are willing to make ourselves vulnerable. We all think that vulnerability makes us weak, but it doesn't. It makes us strong. By showing ourselves our true you, that's when we allow, you know, the good things to come into our lives, the happiness, you know, the fulfilled life. When we kind of stay in that protected mode, we keep things out that way. So this week you really need to find the strength to allow your vulnerability to shine through, so that you can take that path that is less known. Because I really don't think it's going to lead to what you think it's going to lead to. You're having a lot of anxiety. You're having a lot of thoughts that aren't productive when it comes to choosing an unknown path. But, you know, the Fool is saying that's where the rewards are. The rewards are choosing that unknown path. Let me just pull some clarifiers, Virgo. So it's really important this week that you get out of that Nine of Swords energy. You know, we got the Three of Pentacles with this. This card is about working together with others, you know, to reach a certain goal. So what this card is saying is that there's people around you that are willing to work with you and help you. Yep. You're holding on. Four of Pentacles with the Two of Wands and the Nine of Swords. You want to hold on to what's known. You aren't comfortable with the unknown, as I said before. You know, this is holding on to something that may not be serving us. And certainly the Swords energy here is definitely not serving us or not doing any good. Swords in the full. We got the Nine of Wands. Okay, so the Nine of Wands with the, you know, that's being in defense, protecting something. You're protecting what's known because you're trying to hold on to, you know, what's comfortable to you. You don't want to take that risk. Defending, you know, that you're staying in it. And then the Four of Wands. You know, the Four of Wands is, sometimes it represents the marriage card. You know, there could be an issue between a marriage here with some Virgos as well. But I also see the Four of Wands as the path that's unknown is going to provide a more stable foundation for you, Virgo. So, Virgo, those are your messages for this week. Next, we'll be looking at Capricorn to see what's ahead for Capricorn. Let's get your wisdom of the Oracle card to see what the overall energy is. What's the overall energy for Capricorn for the week of May 20th to the 26th? We got that No Place Like Home card. You know, every time I see this card, I think of Dorothy, but what was her wish? To just go back to what was, you know, the place that she called home, the place where she felt she could be herself. And that's basically the gist of the No Place Like Home card. You're looking for that place, you know, that you feel comfortable in, that, you know, you fit. And that's what we talked about in the beginning, for all the earth signs, was you know, the theme this week of figuring out what works, what doesn't, what, you know, where do you belong. But this card is about coming into yourself and you know, feeling at home within yourself. Home is a place where we feel safe and secure. And it's a place where we can rest and create. And it's something that you can call yours. So, you know, that's the overall energy around your week is, you know, you're looking for this place where you can feel this way. All right, let's pull some cards for Capricorn. Oop. Just do one more shuffle. Messages for Capricorn, May 20th to the 26th. So you're kind of in a waiting period right now, Capricorn. You know, you're hanging in that tree, kind of trying to gain some new wisdom. We got the crow up there, gaining a new perspective, but you're not ready to really take action yet. With the Hangman being here. Yeah, with the King of Swords, I think that you just need to get a more clarity on your thinking process when it comes to finding that place. Yeah, more clarity again and balance. We got the Justice card. You know, with the Justice being at the center, you're looking for that place that creates the balance within you, is the message that I'm getting with this card. You know, that place with the, you know, the Ten of Cups is about wishes fulfilled, that happy place, that happy home, you know, where you feel the best within yourself. But it looks like you're not quite there yet. Okay, so by the end of the week, it looks like you might start to make some movement forward with the Chariot showing up. You know, that card is definitely, the horses are moving forward. And some of it is, you know, inspired by spirit. but it definitely looks like you might be making some movement forward this week. Toward finding that balance, finding that place where, you know, that happiness within, those wishes fulfilled. We got the Justice card again. Yeah, we're talking about Hangman again. We're just, you know, we're talking about, it is a time of waiting. But we're talking about finding that balance within your life. And this needs to be this way. Finding that balance within your life. You know, with the Ten of Swords, you may be feeling like there was some people around you that betrayed you, or maybe you just betrayed yourself, and you weren't being honest with yourself. Yeah, definitely by the end of the week. We got the Chariot at the end, and we got the Ace of Swords between the Ten of Cups and the Chariot card. You're definitely going to be finding more clarity, you know, and that new perspective. And there's going to be a lot of growth, I think, by the end of the week for Capricorns. All right, Earth signs, have a great week.